Team 18 have announced that they're the new Chevrolet homologation team in Supercars for 2026. What does this mean for the rest of the field? Well, quite a bit of a mess, if I'm being honest. It was poised that Newlon Premier Racing were going to get that sponsorship. However, that is now gone. That leaves options for them to chase a new manufacturer, Toyota or Ford. It has also impacted BJR, Brad Jones Racing. Where do they go? Ford or Toyota, or just stay with GM? The GM deal for Team 18 is a bit of a shock, with a last-minute bid to the manufacturer. I am a bit shocked by the news. I think there were better options. Team 18 obviously have proved to Chevrolet that they are the ones to go to with this deal, so obviously there are behind-the-scenes information that we just don't know. I'm a bit shocked with the way they did this as well. There's a lot of scrutiny around who was going to get it, and the media kind of leaked that Premier Racing were going to get it, and then basically a slap in their face saying no, that's not the case. Albert Park, there were more inquiries about it, and yeah, reading from what I see is a bit shocking, to be honest, and not the best look for GM, if I'm being honest. Another impact of this is Craig Lowndes. What happens to him? Will he be driving a Team 18 car, or will he find another team under the GM banner, Erebus or Matt Stone Racing or something, to, I'm assuming, do another wildcard program, or just be an enduro driver for one of the current main game drivers. It is also unknown to anyone really if Super Cheap Auto will still continue to back a 888 factory wildcard program with the Ford, or if they're going to continue with Craig. Personally, as Craig is a Chevrolet ambassador, they have to kind of pick one or the other, whether they stay with 888 or whether they stay with Craig Lowndes. It's really hard to imagine Craig Lowndes being, well, first of all, being in another car that's not a 888 car, because we've seen that for a long, long time. But either way, just a Team 18 car. The team's only won one race in its existence. Remember that as well. It's not the best resume, I would say, for a team to get the homologation banner. But obviously, like I said, there has to be behind-the-scenes pictures that were made for them to grab this. Like I said before, BJR, what does that do to them? Well, obviously, they weren't in the running to be a homologation team for GM, but it does impact them as well. I think a lot of trust has been lost by GM as well for these teams, such as BJR and Premier. It's leaked that there'll be 4 Supras on the... Well, they want 4 Supras on the grid for 2026. However, both teams now are interested in potentially moving to them. Personally, I think that BJR will go to Toyota and Premier will go to Ford, as Premier have a relationship with 888, being a customer team. So potentially they could continue that relationship with 888 and swap manufacturers for 2026. That would also leave Craig Lowndes in another boat, because potentially 2 GM teams would be off the grid, only leaving Team 18, Matt Stone Racing, and Erebus. That's a big difference. So, very big news today in the Supercars world as they start their round in Taupo. Yeah, not really sure what's going to happen from here on out with those other teams. Obviously, they have still a while to make their decision, but whoever backs the Toyota program needs to kind of do it ASAP, because they need to build a relationship with the manufacturer, but also build their cars. Anyway, I shall leave it there. Thank you guys for watching. Obviously, like, subscribe for all LTM news this week for Supercars and in the future. And yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.